Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting me from. If you are joining me from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, or from Australia, I thank you very much for your contribution on my channel. Please, whenever you watch a video, go to the comment section and leave your comments. Say it the way you feel it. Whatever you have seen in the video that you have watched, every observation that you have, put it down in the comment section. It will be attended to. I read your comments all the time. I read your comment from head to toe, and I learn a lot from your comments. Keep on commenting and making your contribution. It's all welcome. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Share the video. Share the video with everybody that needs to hear our voice so that they cannot be able to hijack the story. They are trying to twist the story. They are trying to change the narratives, but we will not allow them. We will not allow them. That is why we have to talk more than we have ever done. All along, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing the wonderful work of holding them down. They were not able to take charge of the media. They were not able to take charge of the media, even when they have all the international media and their conventional media in their hand. Yet, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was formidable. He was always ahead of them. And now that they seem that they don't want him to speak anymore, those of us who are still on the line talking, we will continue to say even more. We'll continue to aid their opinion even more. We'll continue to bring the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to every doorstep, and you will hear it. You will hear the truth and nothing but the truth. We will never allow them to take over the story. And today, you can see what is going on in Nigeria. The government of Nigeria mean no well for you and I. It is not good for anybody. And when people are talking about Fulanization, crying about Fulanization, it is no longer a hearsay or a story. It is real. The Fulanization of that contraption called Nigeria is real. The plan to Fulanize Nigeria is real. It is not a joke. It is not. For those of you who think it's a joke, the thought is ranting. It is not a joke. The more you continue to call it a joke, the more the death comes to your doorstep and the more you die in it. Maybe when you go to the grave, you remember and know that it is a serious issue. Maybe you're waiting until when you get to your grave, you know that it's a serious issue. The plan to Fulanize Nigeria is ongoing, and they are not relenting. You can see what Muhammad Buhari is doing to shut down everybody that wants to speak up from any angle. Recently, you had the attack on Igboho. They went to Igboho's house, they attacked Igboho's house, and they framed him up with all manner of weapons, all manner of ammunition, all manner of lies. And the funniest thing is that when they are telling their lies, they don't care what you think. They don't care about you, to show you how wicked and how determined they are. They don't care. Even when the lies are open in the air, even the child knows that what they are telling is a lie. They don't care. They continue to tell the lies, continue to promote it. Sunday Igboho was planning to hold a rally today, which they wanted to stop. But thank God, our Odudua brothers are not relenting. In as much as Sunday Igboho was harassed, they declared him wanted, yet the Odudua rally held today. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about my Yoruba brothers. They have done marvelously well. From today, when you're hearing somebody talking about Odudua Republic, it is not a joke. People who are asking for Odudua Republic are not playing. They are not joking. They are not just saying it because they want to say it. But they are serious with what they are saying. They are very serious, more than ever. Even while Igboho was threatened, people were killed in his compound. The police commissioner came and gave warning. Buhari and his soldiers came out, yet the Odudua people came out and they protested. They protested and they aired their opinion. For those of you who have not seen the protest, I'm going to share a brief video of what transpired in the protest so that you can see. The protest held, a massive protest. People came out. You know, as usual, the government came, the police attacked them with all manner of weapons, attacked them, and one person, which I'm very sure of, lost her life, because I had a report from Punch reporter that a straight bullet killed a hawker, somebody who was hawking. Just imagine how this will come to a protest where people are doing rally with no weapon, with no ammunition. They will come and open fire with a real bullet, not even a rubber bullet. This is where we have arrived. Meanwhile, as they are there clamping down on the southern part of Nigeria, people in the north is being ravaged by terrorists. terrorists have taken over the north, uniting themselves, establishing themselves. They are negotiating for bandits, asking us to allow the bandits to take charge of the bushes. This is where we have found ourselves. The Fulanization of Nigeria is real, and if you have not started speaking up, begin to speak up, because they are coming. They are here. They are here. Don't wait until when you die before you speak from your grave. Now that you still have breath, use your platform, no matter how big, no matter how small, and say your opinion. Add your own voice. Add your voice, because it's not well. What these people are planning for you and I is not sweet, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Once again, I want to share with you a video of the interview that was granted to one of our father in Odudua land, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, the chieftain of the Afenifere group. Let us listen to what Pa Ayo Adebanjo has to say. You know, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, he never miss word. He says it the way it is. He calls them out by their name and what they are. Let us listen to Pa Ayo Adebanjo, what he had to say about the present situation and what is going on in the country from called Nigeria.
Chief Ayo Adebanjo. Good afternoon, Chief Ayo Adebanjo.
Good afternoon.
It's good to have you join us again on this show. You've seen what has been going. Yes, sir. You've seen.
It is a pleasure and it is a sad day for me and for the Yoruba land.
I see. Well, you've seen what is happening, what has happened yesterday, and what we still have at hand. Let me first ask you, what was your thought yesterday when the raid happened, before we know that it was done by the DSS?
I said immediately, I made a statement. It brought my mind back to the Abacha days, when the Adeko and Afenifere were opposed to his administration.
DSS.
And he started to try to kill all of us. They raided the houses of leading Adeko members. They bombed the house of General Akinade. They killed Reverend Wani. They attempted to kill Papa Adesoya. And all that. And some of us just escaped by their breath. So when I heard it, I said, I have no doubt this couldn't have been done by any other person, but by it's an executive action. And I've been saying this before, that General Buhari's administration has a hidden agenda to Fulanize this country. Now, from the statement they have made out today, they say they have information that he has arms in his house. There, you know. You go there. Give a warrant of arrest, a warrant to search, and do your job. Even there was forced entry that you have to fight. So that means that if you break the house, that will show you the evil intention to kill everybody there. Is that the job of a democratic government? If you have a criminal, you arrest him and prosecute him. And they allow the law to take its course. In a country that's under constitutional democracy. And my dear, yes, a man said they have an information. Whereas, since when the issue had started from Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, they killed about 800 people there. In December 2018, they killed 800 Christians on Christmas Eve. It's on record. But at that time, he sent the vice president there to go and locate to stop the uprising. The following day, it happened. He did not send the army and the DSS after the conflict. Now, they went to Agatu, they went to Wakodi, and not he knows the people who have come to raid these people. They kill about 70 or 800 people all day. And he went to General Buhari. Then they come and say me that the man in charge of law and you know, I'm a human being. What did he tell him? The man told him he has a letter. He knows the people. Listen, he knows the people. He wrote it. They wrote him, and he said they are coming back again because they are doing out the land. Come and save me. He did not send the army and the DSS after that. Those people who are giving him the letter, they wrote. He did not send the army, and then after them, he did not even declare their own ammunition illegal. For years, we have been shouting that Fulani men are carrying arms. They don't do anything with AK-47. He said it. But he said it in a letter to him. Everybody was saying that for the first time, we know that these are the people doing the havoc in the whole of the country, kidnapping, raping the private farmers of their land. That went that way. He's not acting there. Now, the whole of southern governors now, all the time we have been shouting, they regarded it as if this is opposition. But the whole of the governors, elected governors in the south, both parties, government, APC and PDP, now come to the conclusion that the unrest in their place is because of these Fulani herdsmen doing open grazing. And they pass a law that it should be stopped. And they ask you, Mr. President, let us have a dialogue to stop all these things. What is his reply? Just ignore them. And half of the country now says this is what we want, elected governors like himself. He now said was going to rake up an old law, which all the lawyers in the country have said does not exist. Those who said it exists in the north. And they asked him to produce the gazette, nothing doing. Just carried on. And they told him this open grazing is causing insecurity. He said anybody talking about structuring, they should forget it. That is the cause of the problem now. And I say, all that is not interested in the United Nigeria in peace. He is pursuing a Fulani domination. It's unfortunate. Even some elements I regard and respect. The Sultan of Sokoto, Abubakar, recently said in the newspapers that there is freedom of movement throughout Nigeria, in the market and in the forest. You see that? That is the language that Akeredolu used to drive away Fulani herdsmen in Ondo. That they are occupying the forest reserve, and they should get away. Now Buhari is now backed by the Sultan that don't mind them, encouraging these people that they have the freedom to go anywhere in the market and in the forest. There are no forests in the north. So all this just to show you that the game plan is to Fulanize. It's not a question of having us together in peace. And the people whom you say we are asking for restructuring for peace, what does it matter? All we are saying is send us back to federalism that we had at independence. It's a great matter. And I illustrated by saying this federalism I'm talking about was agreed to by the founding fathers of this nation. I am a living witness. It was agreed to by the Saudana, by the Azikwe, and Chifaolo. They have not denied it. It was the agreement they made in 1954 in London that they carried out to 1960. The agreement was partially implemented in 1957 when the East and the West was granted independence, and when the East of the state then became self-governing with their constitution written separately. These are all the background that we have. So We are now seeing in the West.
Yes. Chief Adebanjo, I'm sure you must have read or listened to the statement of the Department of State Security last night. They accused Mr. Sunday Igboho of stockpiling arms. And cited that as one of the reasons why they raided his place. They also said they engaged in gun battle, and that led to the killings of two people. What do you make of that?
My dear, around nonsense. Around nonsense. Is that the way to do the constitutional common democracy? To invade somebody's house in the midnight? The dictatorial tendency of this administration has been on. That is the way they will let the officers of judges saying they are looking for corruption. They are looking for corrupt judges. And there's no how in arresting these people. I don't say they shouldn't do that. There's a constitutional and procedural democratic way to be done. It is just like when they say, oh, you are now asking me to react to the full announcement. All right, shoot aside. And I criticize it. That is not done in democracy. Shoot aside is a reckless statement to kill the opposition. When they kill me now, they say they find somebody they consent with me. Who is to prove it? A dead man doesn't talk. So that statement doesn't carry weight in the circumstance of this country now. And also, don't forget, whatever arm you now say this man is carrying, have you done the same thing with similar people who have been doing above, and we have told you that is the bipartisan way, nepotistic way of ruling this country. I have given the insight of Autumn, who said he knows the people who have come to kill him, raided his place, abducted his people, drove them away from their ancestral home, and said, Mr. President, come and help me. He didn't send the army there. That's the point we are making. Why is it on Igboho? And also, Igboho is known to be shouting for self-government for his people. That's his method. It may be wrong. I don't agree with violence. And it's not violence. Just say, give me my independence. That's an approach. Is there no freedom of movement and association in this country? If he has committed any crime, as you are alleging, I have no objection to it, but that is not the way to prosecute you. That is not the way you have acted in similar cases who are your nationality. And mind you, this is what Danjuma said before, that what this government is doing is ethnic cleansing. It is coming out in various ways, it's ethnic cleansing. When they were rampaging these people of Southern Kaduna, Agatu, and this demanding to do anything. They are the people who are not Fulani. So all this action that is taken, it is when the people is taking action and react. Then they say, oh, they are killing the Fulani. But it doesn't talk of the action that causes the reaction. When you say you find arms in his house, yes, a man who knows that when the people attack them, you turn the blind eye. So he harmed himself against people coming to attack him, which you did. So it's not a defense at all for the DSCC, because that's not the way they have been acting before. And they should dispute that. That when Otto went to him, that they killed his people, many, drove them out of their ancestral home. Not once, not twice, not thrice. You didn't act as you are acting. The Boko Haram are telling us, you don't show that you are acting. It is the local people who are resisting your tyranny that you are very active about. You are very effective to arrest the Kanu, who says because of your oppression in the country, let my country get out. The reason is that he's been excluded from the government, which is obvious. And I tell you, sir, the way the Buhari is doing is deliberate. That is why all the security architecture in the country is in the hands of the Fulani. That is why he refuses to change. In spite of opposition, in spite of criticism, that you can't keep the security architecture in the hands of a section of the country. All the Inspector General of Police, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Air Staff, Custom, Immigration, and all the paraphernalias are dominated by the Fulani.
Okay, Chief. Speaking of the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, we had an interview with the governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, where he spoke about this, and he said that the bandits, the terrorists or the bandits now, they do not have a centralized leader like IPOB does. They do not have a centralized leader, so you can't compare the two. How would you react to these statements of his?
That's just speaking airs. I have given instances of how Tom is the governor of the state whom the rampage is village, and he came to you and said, I have the list. Yeah, the people. Even the Inspector General of Police, he located there in January. Listen, in April, he didn't know whether this man went there or not. He turned a blind eye, and the man was still in office by the time he was swearing in April. The commander-in-chief gave in January, and it was a lot of pressure before this negligent inspector of police was not extended in the service. It's all deliberate action. And the question of open grazing that we are talking about that is causing confusion now, the whole of the South, and even the northern governors, Kaduna and El-Rufai and Kanu, they all said they condemn open grazing. And the man who has a private intention said, no, I have a law that will permit them. And that encourages those people who are carrying arms doing havoc. That's why you look at it. They shouldn't drop the wool across our eyes at all. There's no evil judgment, evil dispensation of justice in the approach to the criminals. If it's the way it's now dealing with the Igboho as well, as it dealt with the Mazi like that, in spite of open evidence, in spite of opposition, in spite of complaint, that is the issue. And can you explain why all the security architecture in the country is in the hands of the Fulani? And when the governors of the South, the whole governors of the South, ask for protection to have their own state police, he said they can't carry arms. And the people that are going to defend are carrying arms. There is no law against that one. My dear, they don't allow Buhari to draw any wool against anybody. They are too intelligent and too advanced for all that. It's all a game. He has a global intention to Fulanize. And when I said that before, they say I'm just playing game. I give you an evidence. When the husband had been accused as Fulani, when he came to office 2015, he said, no, stop calling them Fulani, don't label them. How are you sure that they are Fulani? But when the pressure became so clear that these people are really Fulani, what did Buhari say? He said, no, they are not local Fulani. They are Fulani from the north, from Gaddafi. It's on record. Then I asked the question. And he said they are from the north, which means they are foreigners. How did foreigner enter our country? And you are the chief security officer of the state to defend life and property, to defend the territory against invaders. You are in charge of immigration. Your people are in the custom. How did they enter? If even they enter, you don't know, when we now catch them, your excuse is that they are foreigners. Is it because they are foreigners you can arrest criminals? I want you to follow the logic. That was there. Again, when the governor of Niger said these people have come home, they have invaded my area, they drove away from local government and put their flag there. He called the owner of the country in the video that they are there. What did the chief commander-in-chief say? Nothing till today. There is no evidence to show that the man has a game plan for the Fulani. When I now say they want to Fulanize the country, what federal visa do you want? Yeah, Fulani, who you said they are Fulani from abroad. They enter the country, they put the flag there, they invade something. You are not active, your DSS and army are not active to drive them away. The governor of Nigeria openly said they have put their flag there. But these are open evidence, except anybody want to deny.
Okay, so I know you've been a very vocal person on the quest for restructuring, but from all indications now, it doesn't seem like the government of the day is keen on restructuring. So are you still pursuing this, or you're going with the Yoruba nation secession?
Okay, you remember when you interviewed me last time, I told you, and I mean it, and I'm sincere about it, I don't support secession, but I don't oppose it. You see that? Why? The people who are calling for secession is what Buhari is doing now to our people. They are impatient. And I said that it was the youth who are suffering for unemployment, for oppression of the police under Buhari, for discriminatory administration. But we are putting that to them that, well, if the constitution that gives you the power, well, that is important. So it will not restructure because the power is using to oppress us now is created under this constitution that we say we don't know about. This constitution is imposed on us by the military after the military took over in 1966. I have said it openly, they have not denied. And they say we are federal. I say, are we federal? They say no. And we mentioned the name that is Salam, a military man who made this constitution. His man is still alive. He didn't deny that. Then I said, well, okay, if we don't want to go back to the constitution we all agree to, let us have a dialogue to agree on what we do. He refused. Even the old southern government said, let us have a dialogue. We are the peaceful people. Look at it, because when the man started to shout their arms, they are doing this, they are not talking about what has led to that. It is because he has refused a peaceful something. That is what is giving right to the Igboho and the Nnamdi Kanu. And I told you at that time that today, if you structure the country back to federalism, and we have our state police, state local government, and the autonomy you have under a federal constitution, all these agitations will die down. I still pursue that line. As he called us to say, okay, let's see. If he's negotiating with bandits, encouraging them to get ransom, he can't negotiate with his citizens who are clamoring for justice. If you are really sincere, those are the questions you examine. Don't all this wood is put against wood. We are past that. And as I told you before, this constitution I'm talking about, I know the beginning. And by the time we are fighting for a united country, he was in the primary school. You cannot tell us that we want to break the country. I think that is not possible. The Yorubas in particular, we have invested and fought for the unity of this country. And we have sacrificed everything. And I also gave the instance that when the crisis came in 1953, in the west side of the federal house, and Savannah, the leader of the northern region, they said, they are no longer to be in Nigeria. Zaraba, he made the 9-point program. These are all statements I've said before. These are not the future. It was Chief Audo who convinced him to come back to the Federation. That if you have this federal constitution, you will have the autonomy you require and develop at your own space. They have not denied that. And that was what they had as independence. Until the military did this something. That is why we should examine our problem. The international community should look at that. Whether we are just agitators or we are legitimate people clamoring for peace and justice. One is just bamboozling everybody. If you don't do this, you don't want Nigeria. It is he who is provoking everybody to war. And I said this on PME. All the things Buhari is doing now is intentional. He wanted to provoke the West and other parts of the country to react. So by the time he did this to go down, if anybody does anything, then he bring the forces of the government and declare a state of emergency. That you can't have any election under this troublesome thing. And then he will say, "It's a stereo. Watch it. I have said it now." If it is not so, why is it a long time for a dialogue? The whole country said we don't want this constitution. The whole country proved that this constitution is not our own. He has not refuted that. Then now said that you are going to change it, go to the National Assembly. The National Assembly is a product of the fraudulent constitution. I said that. How can the beneficiary of the fraud change the fraud? We are not fools.
Okay.
So the international, I'm appealing to the international community. We are now safe particularly in the South and the Middle West. We are under a tyrant that will kill anybody that is in opposition. That is what is happening to Igboho.
Thank you, Chief Adebanjo. Let me quickly take you back to the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu. You noticed that the raid on Chief Sunday Igboho's house came just few days after Nnamdi Kanu was rearrested and presented before the court, the Federal High Court in Abuja. Do you see a pattern in this?
There is. I told you the program. He wants to silence all opposition. Haven't handled Nnamdi Kanu, in spite of the fact that all the leaders in the South say we don't want war. Give us a constitution of our own. It is the refusal to do what the peaceful people want that is giving rise to Kanu. We have said that. He chose not to listen to that. He chose to be listening to those who are impatient with his tyrannical government. That is the issue. It is not a question of whether he's doing this or he's doing that. He has no good intention for Nigeria. He has a global intention to Fulanize the country. And what we are fighting for, we have got away out of British colonialism. We can't put us, we refuse to be under Fulani domination. He must have arrested Igboho, he must have killed anybody to think that he will compress us with this constitution because he has the power under this constitution that is imposed, that is made by the military, by himself. He's the most powerful president in the whole world. If that is not so, why does he refuse to change it to what we all agree to? That is the question you independent people should ask him. We are all the whole country saying this constitution is a fraud. If you say no, all right, let us sit down and make another one. The way one in 2014, Jonathan handed over, you say you don't agree. I said, well, okay, if you don't want that, set up your own constitution. Why is he insistent on giving on amending a constitution we say we don't know about? How can you prohibit a car that's supposed to be a write-off? Not possible.
Okay, it is important to state that over time the federal government has also come out to say no. The president has no plan to Fulanize the country. So we'll move forward now. Yes, I mean, I said the. Yes, I'm just putting that. I'm just putting that out. So
that is what he is saying. Does it ask it?
All right. It
is not what he said, but what by action. What is he doing? What is he doing by action? An elected president refusing the wishes of the people, even from his own party. The restructuring we are talking about now is in the manifesto of the APC. And the APC governors are part of the southern governors that say, no, Mr. President, this is what we want. Let us have a dialogue. But because of the power he has, he just ignore everybody. He has just said to invade you. That is the way Abacha was ruling us, was killing us, when we are saying, no, Abacha, this ruling is too bad. But God has a way of getting us out of it too. And I've said it before.
Okay, Chief Adebanjo, if you just join us, this is now BBC Pidgin, and we've been talk to Chief Adebanjo, is a leader of Afenifere and the Southwest region of Nigeria.
After listening to what Ayo Adebanjo has to say, you can agree with me that it is not all well. It is not all well, and Nigeria is not working and will never ever work. But Ayo Adebanjo, as you have known, is a very old man, has his age, has his life, lived his life already. He's only helping us to pursue what we deserve and what is ours. Whatever he has said, don't take offense from it. He might be talking about restructuring, but it's obvious that Nigerian government, Buhari, has said he doesn't have anything to do with restructuring. Ayo Adebanjo has said what he has to say on that. For those of us now who are young, who still have the energy to get that which belongs to us, what we are asking for is a referendum and self-determination for our own nation, the Odudua nation and the Biafra nation, and we must not relent. There is no going back. This is the only way forward and the only way to safety. There is no other way forward. It doesn't matter what they do. They can try to declare Sunday Igboho wanted 1 million times. This is not the first time they are declaring Sunday Igboho wanted. For those of you who did not know, this is not the fourth time. This is not the first time he's been declared wanted. This is the second time Nigerian government is declaring Sunday Igboho wanted. So it's not a new thing. And declaring Sunday Igboho wanted, every Odudua person should bear it in mind that they are declaring you wanted. Don't think it's just about Sunday Igboho. For those of you who are still ranting and making noise there, don't think it is about Sunday. It's not just about Sunday Igboho. It is about you. When they declare him wanted, they declare you wanted. When they decide to kill Sunday Igboho, they are coming after you to kill you. You can say they attacked Sunday Igboho house. It doesn't concern you. You're not part of the Odudua group. Wait for it. It is coming to your doorstep. This is exactly what was happening in the southeast, and people kept silent. They felt it is about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why should we talk? Let him continue with his Biafra struggle. Whatever happens, they don't care. Today, what is happening? Everybody in the southeastern region is paying the price. And today, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crying about has come to engulf the whole of southern region. The whole southern region today has been occupied by the terrorists. They are in your bush. And when you come to the city, the terrorist government gave them uniform to operate as military and police. What are you going to do? You have to fold your hand and watch them kill you? Of course not. This is the time to defend yourself. Thank God for Sunday Igboho, who is standing up for southwestern part of Nigeria. The Odudua nation must stand. Today rally proved that the Odudua nation is coming. Coming with full force. Coming with full force is not business as usual. As for Biafra, Biafra is here already. It doesn't matter how long you hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or what you do for him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out with the flag of Biafra. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. For you to act the way you acted in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the extra rendition that you took on his head, that have made Biafra a reality. And you have only hastened the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the actualization of Biafra. And now, Biafra is here. For those who think that we are joking, they think it's a child's play. Wait and see. Wait and see. Chukwu Okike Abiama have his way of doing his own thing. Chukwu Okike Abiama is on top of the game. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter how they look at it. Chukwu Okike Abiama is in control, and we are looking up to him. While we are doing the necessary. While we are doing the needful. That is why every hand has to be on deck. If you have not been speaking about freedom, and you are from Odudua land, you are from Biafra land, you better use your platform to begin to speak about it, no matter how big, how small. Add your opinion. Add your opinion. This is not the time to be silent, and this is not the time to be scared. The Fulani Janjaweed government are ready to do anything to take our land and give to their people. Remember, these are people they told us they were foreigners. While the story was coming, they told us they were foreigners. But today, what are you seeing? They are forcing us to take our land and give to those foreigners and telling us to accommodate them by all means possible. Today, foreigners are in charge in Nigeria. You can see that the people who even came to invade the house of Sunday Igboho in police uniform, we are speaking French, not even English. People who came to invade the home of Sunday Igboho, we are speaking French. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You better wake up. Foreigners have taken over Nigeria. It is not time for you to begin to call your one Nigeria. Your one Nigeria is not for your safety. It's not for your good. It will not secure you. It will never put food in your table. Ask for that which is right to save your life and the life of your unborn children. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that notify each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Share the video with people so that they will know our stance. Share the video to people so that they can know the true story of what is going on. They cannot change the story. People will not tell our story. We will tell our story ourselves and tell the truth about it. Thank you for watching and remember this. Bye-bye. See you again in the next video.